Hello girls, happy May. So this month we're gonna try something new and I hope it works. Let me know what you feel about it. So every Tuesday you're going to be getting a series of recorded videos. There's gonna be a new strengthening and conditioning video flow, about 15 minutes to 30 minutes, depending what pose we're working on and what muscle strengthening we would like to focus on that week. So what I'm encouraging you all to do is to practice and watch and do this conditioning class every single day to build your upper arm strength up so you can hold your body weight up for a lot of the wraps and the drops and the tricks that we are going to be diving into. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started, and again, I invite you to do this every single day. Starting grounded at the floor, right underneath your hammock. Bringing your legs straight out in front of you, arms reaching up for the hammock. Slowly pushing forward, dropping the head, chin into the chest. Push your kneecaps down into the earth, pointing through the toes, and slowly taking a big breath as you flex your feet. Point and flex. Point, push those calves in the earth and flex. Point and flex. Relax the feet, slowly bring the head up. We're gonna lean back, keep those legs out to a straddle, opening your arms to a funnel. So those hands and wrists are open wide, just past your shoulders. And we're gonna slowly just fall. Our chest falls towards the earth, our chin draws in towards the neck. Naturally, your knees are gonna bend, right? So we wanna push those kneecaps down, grounding through the heels, flexing through the feet. Good, and slowly roll all the way up to standing or seated. Right arm pushes out, left arm pushes up, and pulse. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Switch directions. Remember, push that left arm out to the side, right arm rises up. Pull that right arm back. So that's the important part. We're not caving down in front of us. We're really making sure our arm is pulling back behind us. And our left hand and arm is pushing out to the side. Pulling the belly button in, 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, checking in with those heels and feet, flexed and grounded, and 1. Very good. Coming all the way up to your knees. Knees are hip distance apart. Opening those hands to shoulder width apart. Taking a couple cat and cows. So rolling through the spine, pushing the hips forward when you come into your cat. Your hands are not moving. Your arms are straight out in front of you. Now start moving the head, bringing the head up to the sky. So your gaze, you're looking up at the hammock, tucking and rounding, looking into the navel, your belly button. Drop the belly, look up. Push the hips forward, look into the belly button. One more time, look up, drop the belly, arch the lower back. Slowly push the hips forward. Very good. Roll up to a kneeling position. From here, we're going to give our hammock a hug, bringing the hands, both hands in through the window towards the face, wrapping the wrists. From here, we're going to take a step forward with the right foot. Make sure that ankle is where? Underneath the kneecap. Very important as aerialists to always check in with your alignment, meaning stack your joints. Square off the hips, so pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and I want you to sit up and stand up as tall as you can. So you're gonna have your core, your stomach over your hips. You're gonna tuck those back toes, lifting that back leg into a low lunge. Again, find your flashlights, put the right hip back, left hip forward. We're gonna shoot those arms out in front of you, resting your belly, your right side of the belly, on that right thigh. Make sure that kneecap does not move. You are spreading your toes wide. You are making sure you're pushing your weight in the front and the back foot evenly. So your toes with the back foot are really digging into the earth, and you're pushing that left heel back behind you. So from here, we're gonna bend that left knee down, but it's not gonna touch the ground, it's just gonna hover, and then we're gonna pop it up. So we're gonna do that 5 times on both sides. So we're bringing it down, knee hovers the earth, and pop it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. You might feel a burn. Pop it up, drop the knee down, relax the foot. That's a lot of strength. We're gonna bring the right knee back to the earth, step forward with the left foot. Make sure the left ankle is right underneath the left knee. All right, so from here, we're sitting up as tall as we can. Stomach is over the hips. Tuck those back right toes. Lift that knee up. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, finding your flashlight, squaring off the hips. Push the hands in front of you, resting the left side of your belly on the left thigh. Slowly, we're going to bring yourself back upright, so core is over hips. And now we're going to take 5 baby squats. Remember, hovering that knee over the ground. So you're digging your toes, right? And now we pop it up. So bend the knee and pop it up. Don't let it touch or rest on the ground. You're just hovering. 3 more. 2, 1. Good job. Drop that back knee. Relax the foot and slowly bring both knees next to each other, releasing the wrists. From here, we're going to bring ourselves up to our feet. Forward fold. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you didn't catch that, we're pulsing. So we're just forward pulsing. So push down, your arms stay out in front of you. Let's do it one more time so you get the hang of it. 5, 4, 3, legs are straight, 2, 1. You're looking straight down at the earth when you do that. Bend your knees, roll all the way up to standing. Bringing yourself to downward dog, hop up into your hammock. Your hips are on the fabric. I'm going to be a side view for you. Knees and feet are together, and then we're going to push all our weight back. So we're actually pushing our hips into the fabric, squeezing those knees and feet together, pointing through the toes, flex through the feet, point through the toes. Remember not to hold your breath. Flex your feet, good, and relax your feet. Now we're going to open those legs wide to your straddle. If we do this every single day, your straddle is going to get wider. You're going to become more flexible. So we're going to really make an intention in May to get in our aerial hammock every single day and do these simple stretches to make ourselves stronger, more flexible, and really able to get those wraps and those drops without having the fabric hurt us. So if we do this every single day, you're going to notice a huge difference. Point those toes. We're holding this. Never use your fists. Your fingertips can be on the ground or your palms and fingertips. You choose. It depends how high your hammock is, right? So now from here, we're going to bring those knees and feet back together. Legs are straight out behind us. Your ankles are lined up with your hips. From here, your wrists are going to be right underneath your shoulders. And then slowly squeezing your feet and knees together, we're going to squeeze into the chest, massaging your hip flexors. That's your hips, right? Your hip bones right in the front where your flashlights are. We're going to do this 5 times. Push it out and bring it in. 4, 3, squeeze, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly bring those feet down to the ground, but this time bring them wide. Okay, so from here, maybe you're on your tippy toes, maybe your feet are on the ground. We're going to slowly roll up as well as you can do that, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up to standing. Putting the hammock behind the back. Leaning back, legs are right out in front of you, legs are straight, toes are facing in front of you, reaching those arms up overhead. Bringing those hands into prayer, dropping the head if it feels right. Reach those prayer hands up overhead behind you. Slowly bring those hands and neck back up to neutral. From here, we're going to open up to a squat, okay? Bend your elbows, rest your hands right on your forehead. From here, we're going to make sure that those ankles are right underneath your kneecaps as you pull your kneecaps back behind you. We're going to now come up onto those toes, lifting those heels off the ground, digging those toes into the earth, and slowly drop them down. 5 more times. 5, heels, toes, heels, toes. Pop it up on those toes, heels, toes, dig, heels, toes, and heels. Reach those hands up and slowly keep those. We're going to actually turn those toes in towards the front of the body, and then your arms are going to stay wide as you forward fold halfway down. Keep those arms up ahead, behind you, and wide as you can go. So it looks like an X from your legs to your arms, and then also you're creating that funnel of love with your hands. Very good. Bend those knees and roll all the way up to standing. Bring those hands into prayer. Toe, heel your feet together. From here, we're going to bring our right ankle up and into the loop. And we want to move our hips, squaring them off with our hands. So you're actually going to pull your right hip back, left hip forward. We're going to take 5 up on the toes and then down to the heel. So make sure you're going straight up to the sky and down. Toes up and down. Keep those hips squared off. Right leg in the hammock stays straight and down. 3, up on the toes and heel. And 2, up on the toes, heel. 1 more, toes and heel. Push that foot through, reach those hands up. We're going to push that weight all the way forward, digging those back toes into the earth. We're going to practice not swinging. So every day you do this, I hope you're able to just swing a little bit less. So you're going to push forward with a little more control and make sure that you are pulling the right hip back, left hip forward, finding your flashlight, shooting straight in front of you. From here, you're going to kick your leg, your right leg, straight out, kicking into a splits. Okay, so point those toes sharp. When you kick your leg out, your hips are going to move, so I want you to really focus on squaring those hips off. Now you're going to bend your leg, and we're going to kick it out 4 more times. Keep those hips squared and drop. Kick and drop. Kick and drop. Strong kick and drop. Squeeze that foot in towards the body. Kick and drop. Beautiful. Now come all the way back up to standing. From here, we're going to drop it to the ankle once again. We're going to turn upside down. We're going to bring our hands down to the earth and bring the left foot up into a plank. Keep those hips up to the sky. Never let your belly drop. We could do that another day, but for today, we're going to keep those hips up. Making sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders, spreading those fingertips wide. Knees into the chest. Keep those knees and feet squeezed together. Looking straight down in between your hands. Push those feet back. 4 more. Squeeze in, push back. Squeeze in, push back. Squeeze in, push back. Squeeze in, push back. Right foot comes down. We're going to rise up to standing. Very good. We're now going to reach for the hammock. Turn that left foot, that left kneecap up to the sky, facing your hammock. And from here, bring your hands to the hips. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Good. Left kneecap's facing the sky. Your right toes are facing the hammock. We are going to come up onto the tippy toes, straight up to the sky. Make sure those hips stayed square. Bring the heel down. Toes, rise up. Heel, fall down. Straight up to toes. Heel brings you down. Rise, up controlled. Exhale, bring the heel down. Up on the toes and down to the heels. 1 more. Up to the toes and down to the heel. Reach to the hammock, push the foot through, reach the hands up, dig the back toes and push. Remember, we're practicing not swinging, so the goal is to push forward. If you're pushing forward and you're swinging right away, I invite you to not push forward as far. So if you need to get baby steps every day and push just a little bit today, and then you can push a little bit more tomorrow, and then a little bit more the next day, make sure that when you push a little bit further, your left hip is going to try to follow that foot. So what you need to do is check in with your hips and pull that left hip back. Push that right hip forward, finding your flashlights. Dig those right back toes into the ground strong. Your back leg is straight, not bent. And slowly we're going to kick that left foot straight out in front of us with a pointed toe. And squeeze that foot, kick it back in. Kick it out, bring it 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 in. Oh yeah, nice massage for the back of the knee and the leg, right? So let's come back up to upright. We're going to bring it to the foot. This time we're turning that foot upside down. We want to do a nice pelvic stabilization for our back. So sometimes we go to the chiropractor, but since we have this, we get to adjust our back on our own, letting gravity do its job. So you know how to turn that left knee sideways. We're going to reach those hands straight up overhead. Make sure you're right underneath your plumb line when you hop up, and bring the right foot to the bottom of the left. From here, we're going to walk our right hand forward, and then our left hand walks through the window. Bring the hands into prayer, and open your knees wide and back behind you. Pushing those toes down towards the earth as you press your heels together. When you activate your feet together, you're going to feel your inner groin and your knees and your legs stretch deeper. So I want you to press your feet together with force and press your hands together with force and relax your shoulders and relax your face. And slowly bring your hands now to the hammock as high up as you can go. Thumbs are facing down, keeping your feet together. You're slowly leaning forward, releasing your wings, keeping the bottoms of the feet together. Now we're going to let those hands hang. If you're very low to the ground, you can grab your elbows. Make sure your head is not touching. Hair is fine, head is not. And just let your back be naturally adjusted here. Breathe into those hips. These hips need to be really loosened up for those reps that we do, and sometimes some of you girls say, that hurts. Well, guess what? This is what's gonna make it not hurt if you do it every single day. Reach your hands up for the sky. Your thumbs are reaching up to the inside of the center, okay? So your thumbs are on the inside. You're simply gonna reach those hands, fingertips facing out. Thumbs are on the inside of the hammock sides. Bend those elbows and pull yourself up. Reach the left hand straight up. Take a nice tight grip. Right hand straight up, nice tight grip. Push those feet straight out in front of you. Okay, engage through your shoulders. Hips come up. Make sure you're holding on tight. Keep those feet resting together in the loop. 2 more times. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, hips up. Push yourself all the way up to standing. And from here, we're going to take 5 squats. Left foot kicks out. Right leg is straight in the loop of the hammock. Remember, we're not lifting with our arms. We're lifting with our legs. Your hands and arms are helping you, but they're not going to be the main source of your muscle. They're going to be your legs. So as we sink down, we're not going to go all the way down to our bottom, but we're going to be almost hovering our seated position. Left leg stays straight out in front of you, and we're going to come back up. So 4 more times. Down. Make sure you're breathing. Big breaths. And down. 3 more. 2 more. Strong legs. And switch sides. Left foot takes the place of the right. Right leg kicks out in front. And down. 4 more. 2 more. Strong legs. 1 more. Very nice. Sit on down. Knees and feet together. Open your wings wide. Reach those arms straight up and gracefully bring your feet to the ground. Forward fold. Release the hammock. Bring your hands into prayer. Come back up. Now we're going to reach for that hammock. Reach those hands up. Your arms are behind the hammock like your backpack's on, yes? And we're going to reach those hands up, wrapping the wrists, nice tight grip. From here, we're first going to loosen up the hips, and then we're going to do a couple pull-ups, and we're going to cool down, and that's your sequence to do every single day. So feet together, big toes and heels together. We're right underneath our plumb line. I'm engaging through the shoulders, which means I'm taking a nice tight grip as high as I can go, and I'm dropping the weight down into my shoulders. So I'm not pulling. If I was standing up forward and I was trying to do this, I'm gonna pull my muscle. So it's very important to be under the plumb line and really dropping your shoulder weight into the sockets. So from here, I'm gonna twist to the right. So we're going to the right first, and it doesn't matter which way. Notice how my feet are not moving locations. Sometimes my heels come up when I push forward, and then my heels come down, and then I'm on my toes as I push forward. I'm really moving my butt back and to the sides and to the front, hips to the side, to the back, to the side, to the front. Slowly come back to center gracefully and gently so you don't tweak your back. Let go with your hands because it's a nice, really hard, like it's really strengthening for your fingertips, so you might have to release and do a couple clenches with your hands and release, and then re-grip, re-wrap the wrists, nice tight grip, and we're gonna go the opposite direction. toes, heels. Check in with the hips, side, forward, hips to the side. Push the butt back, hips to the side, forward. Legs are straight and strong. I'm not bending them in any way. Very good. Slowly push back to center. Shake those hands out. Shake them up overhead. Shake them up by the sides. Shake them down low. Good job. We're going to do 5 pull-ups. Wrapping the wrists. Nice tight grip. Again, engaging the shoulders. Knees and feet stay together. My elbows are going to turn in. I'm going to hop up and drop my legs down and feet down. Notice how I'm off the ground. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. One more. Inhale up, exhale down. Gracefully lower your feet down to the ground. Take your arms out from the hammock. Shake your whole body out. Very good. And you're going to end where you started. So you're going to bring yourself to a seated position. Feet out in front of you. Reach those arms up overhead and exhale. Fold, flexing through the feet. Slight bend in your knees is okay, but we're working on pushing those kneecaps and calves down into the earth. Slowly, let's bring our nose closer to our knees. Every day you do this, your nose is going to get closer to your knees. So we're literally folding our bodies in half. As we breathe, your heart rate should be up. You should be a little bit sweaty. And the more you do this, the easier it becomes. Good. Slide your hands up your legs. Good. And now I want you to get some lymphatic going, the blood circulation going. And I'm a massage therapist, so I know this is good for you. I even do this in yoga classes with other teachers. So I want you to literally hit your feet and your legs on the side, on the inside of the calf, and just get that blood flow going. Never hit yourself too hard on the kneecap, and just follow this all the way up to the hips, to the ribs, to the shoulders. Good. Tapping on the head with your fingertips, tapping on the forehead, right underneath your eyes, on your upper lip, your chin. Bring it down the neck, tapping on your chest. This is so good for blood flow. Very good. Now we're going to bring our knees into the chest and kick them out. Reach those arms out in front of you. Pancake all the way down. Your heart is all the way down to the earth. Big breath in. Big breath out. Notice how my hands, they're just crawling, inching in front of me as far out as my body will allow me to go. Remember not to over push it. Just listen to your body. When you push forward, your knees are going to naturally want to push towards the front also. We really need to turn those kneecaps up to the sky and ground your heels into the ground. Flexing those feet and then pointing those toes, checking in, feeling the difference. Beautiful. And then relax those feet and slowly walk your hands in towards the body, nice and slow. Very good. From left, we're going to bring the left knee in, right knee back. Left hand walks out, right hand up and over. This is a cool down. Ooh, the sun is shining right on me, so I look like an angel or a ghost, either one. So pull your belly button in, pull that right arm back behind you. Good. Right arm comes to the other side. We're going to rainbow our arms out. So this is stretching your whole left side body. Beautiful. Slowly, we're going to stand up on those toes, okay? So we still have the left knee in front, right knee behind. I'm coming on the toes. I'm going to stand up. See how my legs are still crossed? I'm going to literally just pivot my feet without moving my feet, not taking a step. I'm just pivoting until I have my right knee in front and my left knee back. Fun little trick to switch sides. So from here, right arm reaches out, left arm over. Right arm is straight, left arm is bent. Big breath in, suck your stomach in, and let's get that right side body. Left hand walks out to the left side of the body, right arm reaches up overhead. Pull that arm back behind you. Breathe into your ribs, breathe into your heart. Feel the love rushing through you. Slowly bring yourself back to center, and we're going to bring our feet into a butterfly. So bottoms of the feet together. And imagine that you are opening your book with your thumbs as you forward fold, leading with the heart. And your third eye, which is your forehead, is reaching for your feet. Walk the right hand out and then the left hand out. And slowly slide those hands in towards the body. Make sure that you hydrate. So I invite you to do your inversion, your form of it, if you feel up for it after. The more you bring your legs into a straddle in your inversion, the more that you go into monkey and kick those legs out wide, the more your splits are gonna come into the splits that you have been envisioning. So if we do these stretches every single day, the splits are gonna come a lot easier for us. So I wish you luck, and I just encourage you all to do this every single day, and make sure you're hydrating with water, make sure you're eating healthy foods, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm doing one-on-one appointments, remember, so if you need any help with the knee drop or the straddle kicks that we created shapes with last week, please reach out to me, because I'm so excited to teach you more new things every single week. So let me know what you think about this strengthening and conditioning class, and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye.